Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. In this video, we will see one important concept in Selenium, that is page object model. Now see, so what do we mean by page object model? In this model, we are separating page object repository, page object repository from the test cases. Now see, what is the use of this? And first thing that we'll see, what do we mean by page object repository? See, in page object repository, for every web page we are creating one class. We are creating one class, and in that class we'll write some methods which will return web element which belongs to that web page. So see, that is the meaning of this page object repository. For every web page we'll have one class. Now what is the importance of this? See, here I have opened this website reddit.com, right? So suppose I want to click on sign in. So what we'll do, we have to find out locator for the sign in, right? But afterwards, see, suppose that HTML code or whatever the code that is written for this web page is get changed. So definitely there will be different locator for the sign in, right? If we are accessing this sign in our several test cases, so everywhere we have to change it, right? So to avoid that, we have page object repository. So see, in future, suppose code or locator for the sign in get changed, so we have to make changes only in the class we have created for that particular web page. So that is the importance of page object repository. So see, we are creating page object repository, and we are creating test cases. We'll create one package for this, and one more package we'll create for the test cases. So see, what we'll do, we'll start from the scratch. We'll create new project, and there we'll add everything. So see, we'll go to file, new Java project. I will give some name, Selenium 12. Next, finish, don't create. Okay, we got it. We'll convert this project to Maven project. Okay, so go to configure, and here convert to Maven project. Okay, finish. Okay, so see, we got pom.xml. So in this pom.xml, we have to add dependencies, right? Here in between version and build, here we'll add the dependency. So see, what I will do, directly I'm taking from the project. Otherwise, you can take from the website also. So we'll do one thing. On Google, we have to search Maven repository. Here, I'll type Selenium Java. We'll take recent one. Okay. So this code will copy here. Okay, so here we'll paste it, and these we have to embed in between this dependencies tag. Dependencies tag. So closing tag should be here. Okay, so see, here there is no name Maven repository, right? Now I'm saving this code. See, we got this folder, right? Maven dependencies. So see, if I click on that, so here you can see all jar files related to Selenium are added here. Okay, now see. So see, here that I have told, we are creating one package for this page object repository, and we'll create one more package for the test cases, right? So we'll create package. So see, in Selenium 12, we'll create new package. We'll give name page object repository. Okay, page object repository. Finish. Okay, so this package is added here. We'll add one more package. New package, and name will give test cases. Okay, so all classes for the web pages will be in this package, and all test cases will be in this package. Okay, now see, in this package we'll create one class. Okay, now see, so here, so this is ready home page, right? So for this web page we'll create one class, and see, afterwards we have to click on sign in. So we'll get this web page, right? This is ready my sign in page, right? So for this web page we'll create another class. So one class for this and another class for this web page. So see, we'll call it ready home page. Ready home page. Okay, so this class is added here. We'll add one more class, ready sign in page, a login page, ready sign in page. Okay, so that class is also added. And in test cases, we have to write test cases, right? So here also I will add one class. So suppose I am giving name program 1. Okay, accordingly you can give name. Finish. Okay, that is also added, right? Now see, in ready homepage dot java. So see, in this in test cases, I am adding one test case to check whether this logo is displayed or not. Okay, so that I will add here. So see, here we have to inspect selectors of. Okay, so directly I am taking path and we will check it. Okay, see one element matching and it is also getting selected, right? So I am copying this X path. Okay, now see. So here we'll have one method which will return this web element. This web element. Now see, directly also I can write like this, but there is a problem. I will tell you. Web element. Suppose we want sign in. Sign in. Okay, so suppose generally see we create like this, right? Then driver dot find element likewise we add. See, before that we have to define web driver. Okay, and see it is showing red line, so we have to import package for this. Again it is showing red line, so we have to import package for this. See, dot find element. So see normally we do like this, right? And here we write by dot xpath and in double quote we paste it, right? So it returns that web element. And what we want, then we write one we'll write one method, and then method will return this web element. Now what is the issue? This driver is not defined, right? Because see, this driver is not knowing to whom to point, right? Nowhere we have mentioned that this driver is pointing to this web page, right? Afterwards what we are doing, when the test cases will get run, at that time this driver will point to this web page, so it will happen at runtime, right? But currently we are not knowing, and because of that what we have to do, instead of mentioning like this, what we'll do, we'll remove this. See, one extra round bracket is added, so I am removing that. Okay, so if I click here, so it is getting selected. Okay, I am saving in another object of by class. So suppose I am giving name sign in. Okay, so I am saving this into this sign in. Now see, after that what I am doing, I will add one constructor to see public, that I will do public ready mail, sorry, ready home page, and here we'll accept one parameter. See, this is a constructor, right? Now see, in this constructor what will accept driver. So see, whatever the driver that will define here, that driver will pass to this class. So see, when we will create object for this, so automatically constructor will get called, right? So at that time this driver from this test cases will pass it to this class. So see what I am doing, web driver. Okay, so that I am doing. Now see, I can give different name also, I can give same name also, right? I can do like this. Now see, this driver is instance variable and this is local variable, right? So always preference is given to the local variable. That means whenever I'm saying driver, so this driver means this driver, not this. So see, what I want, this driver I want to allocate to this driver, right? So what we have to do, we have to use this keyword. Okay, this is basic Java concept. So this dot driver is equal to driver. Now see, this driver means this driver, right? And when driver we are mentioning with this keyword, so this means this. So see, this driver which will define in test cases, that we are allocating to this. Okay, so that we have done. Now see, we'll write one method public, and this method that will, it will return web element, right? So that also I am mentioning. Keep in mind constructor is not returning anything. Okay, that is the definition of constructor. Constructor is not returning anything. Method it returns, right? Web element, and suppose sign in. So see, I'm giving similar name. Here I have kept S small and here S is capital. Okay, so we can relate this sign in with this sign in. That's why I have made like this. Okay, it's your wish. Now see. Okay, so it should return. What should return? It should return web element. Web element which is pointed by this by object, right? So see what we have to do. Driver dot find element, okay, and sign, right? So see, normally inside that we write by dot xpath, right? Up till now we have seen like this, right? So already we have defined here, so same thing directly here we are mentioning. Okay, so that thing we have done. Okay, so see, we'll start from the this example. We'll write one test case and we'll run it, and one more test case afterward we will add it. Okay, now see, in program 1.java, here I am writing one test case. So see, so one thing that will do, driver, because he will need it afterwards, so I'm defining here. Okay, and here see, we have seen annotations, right? And also we have seen one mini project. So there we have used this annotation at before method. Before every test case I want to run this part, right? So see, I am creating one method, public void, I will give name setup. And what thing that I will do here, so see, system dot set property. Okay, so the basic thing that will add here. So here it will be driver name and here it will be path. Here that will write web driver dot chrome dot driver, and here we will provide the path. Okay, we'll go to properties. I will copy this path to backslash and this name. Okay, this name I will copy. And as I'm working on Windows machine, so we have to mention .exe. For Linux it is not required. Now see, semicolon, we have to define this driver, right? So driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, now see, we'll maximize it. First we'll link it with the URL. Okay, so our URL already we have opened, so I'm copying from here, and that will mention here in double quote, we have to mention it. Okay, and what we want, screen should get maximized, so that will do driver dot window manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, so that method I'm calling. And also one thing I'm adding, implicit wait I'm adding here. So see, driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait, and here we have to pass one parameter, duration dot of seconds. Okay, and here I'm mentioning 5 seconds. Okay, so you should wait for the 5 seconds. Okay, so that setup thing that I have done. And one more method that we have to add after method. Okay, so this part will get run after every test case. Okay, we'll give one name to this, public void support tear down. Okay, any name you can give it for your choice. Okay, and in tear down, after every test case, what we'll do, driver dot quit. Okay, this method will call. Now see, so it is showing red line, so everything will add tstng library. Then we have to import package for this. Okay, then chrome driver. Okay, that will also will add after method, so we'll import package for this. Okay, so see, we have added everything, right? Now in between this we'll add the test. So see, for test case we have to use this annotation, right? So already we have seen. Now see, public void, and suppose I'm giving name verify logo. Okay, so this is a test case name I am giving. Okay, now see what I want. I want to check that logo is displayed or not. Okay, this logo, whether it is displayed or not. And for this locator, here I have mentioned, right? Let's say actually it is not sign in. Here, what we want, it should be logo, right? So wrongly I mentioned sign. So we will change it. We will make it logo. Okay, and it will return this logo. Okay, so that thing we have done. So logo it will return, and that will get here in the test case, right? So we'll import package for this. Okay, so that thing also we have done. Now see, web element logo, okay, is equal to, we have to call this method, right? This method we have to call. What's the method name? Logo. But to call that method, we require object of this class, right? So here we'll create object of this class. So Ready home page. So we'll give name like this. Ready home page is equal to new ready home page. Okay. Now see here that I told at runtime we have to send definition of the driver. See here we are defining driver and also we are setting the parameters, right? So that thing also we have to pass there, and because of that in constructor here we have mentioned it, right? Here we have mentioned driver. So what we'll do while creating this object, we are passing this object driver, so that constructor of this will get this driver definition. Okay. Now see by this. Okay, so we'll do one thing. It is showing red line, so we'll import package for this. Okay, so ready home page from page object repository. Okay, so it is getting added. Web element, so that also will import. Okay. Now see RHP, that is our object name dot. Now see it is showing this methods, right? So what method we have created? Logo. So that I have mentioned. Okay. Now see. So logo that we got. Now see, we'll create one boolean value. I will mention it flag is equal to, if this logo, now see this is web element, right? If it's displayed, we'll call this method. If it is displayed there, so it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So here we'll check it, assert dot assert true, and here we'll mention this flag. Okay, now see, so we are expecting true, means if the logo is displayed then it will return true. True, this is actual value and this is expected value. Okay, so if both are true, so test will get passed. Okay, so everything we have done. Okay, afterwards we'll add one more test case, but see we'll run this part. So here you can see test run 1 failure 0 skip 0, right? So that we got here. Okay, now see, so see here we got the output. So here we got the output. Okay, so our test is passed here. Now see, so now we'll add one more test case in program 1.java. Here we'll add one more test case. Add test public void, and suppose we'll make it something like this, sign in test case, something like this, right? Sign in test case, some name I am providing there. Okay, now see, so see what first thing that we have to do, anyhow this driver is now associated with this web page, right? So we have to come here and then we have to click on this sign in link, right? We have to come and we have to click on this sign in link. So see what we'll do, in selector sub we'll find out the XPath for this. Okay, so one element matching, it is getting selected. Okay, so I'm taking this XPath. Now see, in ready home page we have to create one method which will return this web element, this sign in web element, right? So here we'll add one more method, right? Public, it should return web element, and what we want, sign in. Okay, sign in, it should return this sign in. Okay, and here we have to add return driver dot find element. and here we have to mention it. Okay, now see, so here we'll do one thing. Okay, so here we'll add one thing. So see, by space, so here I'm mentioning sign in is equal to by dot xpath, and in double quote whatever I have copied there, that is xpath for this sign in that I have mentioned, right? And this sign in here I have to mention it, right? This sign in I am copying, and this I have to mention here. Okay, now see, so in program 1.java where we are writing test case for the sign in, so what we have to do, we have to call this method, right? We have to call this sign in method, right? So to call this method we require object of this class, right? So we'll first create object of this class. So see, directly I'm taking code from here. Okay, and by this we'll call this method. Our method name is sign in. Okay, this method will return web element for this, right? What we want to do, we want to click on it, right? So dot click, right? So after clicking on this, see, when I click on this, we are getting this another web page, right? So we call it ready sign in page or login page, right? Already we have created one class for this. See here, ready sign in page. Now see, on this sign in page we have to enter username, we have to enter password, and then we have to click on sign in button, right? So for everything we will create, or we will add methods to return this web element. So see again here, copy relative xpath. Okay, so see, one element matching and it is getting selected, right? So I am copying this. Okay, now see, here we have to mention it, right? So we'll write code for this. Okay, so see, same thing we have to do, web driver. Okay, then we have to write constructor for this, right? So public ready sign in page. Okay, here we'll accept this web driver, and here this dot driver, same thing what we have done in this class, same thing we are doing, right? Is equal to driver. So this driver means this driver, and this driver means this driver. Okay, so that we have done. So it is showing red line, so we'll import whatever packages those are required. Okay, so that we have done. Now see, so we have to write method, right, which should return web element which is pointing to the username, right? So public, now it should return web element. So see, web element, so I'm writing username. Okay, it should return this web element, right? Okay, so how we'll get it? Driver dot find element. Okay, in bracket we have to provide it. Okay, so that thing we have to do. So here we will define it by, we'll give some name. So I'm giving name, similar name only, username is equal to by dot xpath. So see, here I am using xpath locator, but you can use any locator, css selector, by class name, by id. Okay, any locator we can use. Okay, here I am using xpath. Okay, now see, in double quote I am pasting it. Okay, now see, this username I am mentioning here. Okay, similarly, so it is showing a red line, so we'll import package for this. Okay, so see, similarly we have to write method for this, one more method for password, one more method for the sign in button, right? So we'll do copy and paste, and one more will require, right? So see, this username, password, and here we have to define it, right? Password. So for this here we'll require it. Okay, so afterward we'll add it, this sign in button. Okay, sign in button, and here sign in button. Okay, so I'm giving same method name and the same variable name because I can link it. Okay, so here I have kept s small and here I'm making s capital. Same thing I have done, p capital, p small. Just to relate, I'm giving this name. Now see, so we have to define it, right? So what we'll do, semicolon should be here, right? So by space password is equal to by dot xpath in double quote. We have to mention the xpath for this, right? So by using this selector sub directly, I'm taking. We can create also the xpath. Okay, directly I'm taking control a control c. Okay, we'll check it first. Okay, so one element matching, it is getting selected. Okay, so that will mention here. Okay, and okay, so that password also we have mentioned, right? And we'll create one more for the sign in button is equal to by dot xpath in double quote. We'll mention it sign in button. Okay, so directly from selector, so I'm taking. Okay, I'm checking. So see, one element matching and it is getting selected, right? So I'm copying this. Okay, and here I will paste it. Okay, so that thing we have done, and this I'm copying, and here we have mentioned. Okay, already we have mentioned. Okay, so see, we'll have one method which will return username, another method which will return web element password, and one more method which will return web element sign in button. Okay, now see here. So our sign in test case. So see from the home page, when you click on the sign in link, okay, will come to the this web page, sign in web page, right? Now see, we have to create one more object for this class, right? So that we will access its method. Ready sign in page, ready sign in page. Okay, some name we can give it. New ready sign in page. And just like here we have provided this driver, right? So here also we'll provide it. Okay, it is showing red line, so we have to import package for this. Okay, so that we have done. Now see, in this username we have to pass one string, right? And password also we have to pass string, and after that we have to click on this sign in button. It's the same thing we will do. So see, rsp dot, now see, we want username web element, right? So here there will be one method which will return this web element username, right? What we have to do, we have to type text there. So see, some text I'm entering there. Okay, that I have done. Then rsp dot, okay, password. So already that method we have defined there, right? Okay, what we want to do, send keys. Okay, and here we'll pass 1 2 3. Okay, so definitely this test case will get failed because we are providing wrong credentials. Okay, now see that we have entered. After that we have to click on this sign in button, right? So rsp, see here we will get sign in button, right? So that method we have mentioned, and what we want to do, we want to click. So that's why we have to give this method names like this only, so that from the username will come to know, it will return username, password it will return password web element, and sign in button it will return sign in web element. Okay, from the name only will come to know. Okay, so see that we have done. Now important part, how we'll check it whether it is sign in or not. So see, if you enter correct user id and password, and when you click sign in, we'll get another web page, and it will have this text. This url will consist of this. Okay, actually it is a very big url, so I already copied this. So see, whatever the new url that you will get, it should have this. If correct username password if you enter, if wrong username password if you enter, so you will be here in this page only, you will get message invalid username and password. So see, if it is correct credentials, so it will move to another web page. That URL will have this part, right? Now see, what we'll do, we'll use this assert class dot assert true. This method will call. Okay. Now see, here what we'll do, whatever the URL that we will get, okay, driver dot, see there is one method get current URL. So this method will return current URL. Okay, so whether this URL contains this part or not, that will check. So see, already I have copied it. So see, whatever the new URL that we are getting, after clicking on that, that URL should contain this part actual value. If it is returns true and our expected value is also true, if it is both are matching, then our test is passed. Okay, now see, we will run our code. So here you can see. Okay, so see, total test cases 2, failure is 1. Here also we can check. We are expecting true but found false. And here also we can check. See, all tests. So sign in test case is failed. Verify logo is passed. And if you click here, so see, assertion error. Expected true but found false. Okay, so in this way we can write test cases, and here we have made use of this page object repository, and this is called as page object model. There is one more thing that is called as a page factory. So in next video we'll see what do you mean by page factory. See here, I have mentioned this program 1.java, right? So here we have not created test in the XML, but that also we can create, right? Already we had videos on test ng, so there I have shown how to create testng.xml file and how to mention this class in that testng.xml file. So that also you can do. I will provide this code in my blog post, and that blog post link I will provide in description box. From there you can take this code. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.